As a CEO, your job is to lead your company to success. But what if I told you that the key to that success lies not in your business acumen, but in your emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, or the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions and the emotions of others, is crucial for CEOs. It allows you to lead with empathy, build strong relationships with your team, and make better decisions. Leading with empathy means putting yourself in your team's shoes and understanding their perspectives. This leads to a more motivated and engaged workforce, and ultimately better results for your company. Self-awareness, another aspect of emotional intelligence, allows CEOs to understand their own strengths and weaknesses and make decisions based on that understanding. This leads to more effective leadership and better decision making. Developing your emotional intelligence as a CEO is not easy, but it's totally worth it. By leading with empathy and self-awareness, you can create a more positive and productive environment and ultimately drive your company to success. The term emotional intelligence, EQ, was popularized by psychologist and science journalist Daniel Goleman. This was done in his book in 1995, Emotional Intelligence and Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. Goleman drew on research in psychology and neuroscience to explain how emotional intelligence plays a critical role in personal as well as professional success. He defined emotional intelligence as the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions and the emotions of others. Goleman's book helped to bring the concept of emotional intelligence to mainstream attention, and it remains one of the most widely cited and influential books on this topic. In this video, we'll look at some steps for developing your emotional intelligence. Then we will cover an example of how a CEO can use EQ in a challenging situation and how it will help solve that challenging situation. Next, we'll list 4 most popular books that have been really helpful for me on EQ. And after that, we'll look at some examples of popular leaders who are known for their high EQ. And finally, we'll look at an example of how a CEO can exacerbate the problem who has low EQ. So let's get started. First of all, here are the 6 steps to developing your emotional intelligence. Number 1, self-awareness. Understand your own emotions and how they influence your thoughts and behaviors. Take time to reflect on your actions and their impact on others. Number 2, self-regulation. Learn to manage your emotions in a healthy and productive way. This includes setting boundaries, controlling impulses, and staying calm under pressure. Number 3, and my favorite one, is empathy. Practice putting yourself in other people's shoes and understanding their perspectives. This helps you build stronger relationships and create a positive work environment. Number 4, social skills. Develop effective communication and collaboration skills to build strong relationships with your team and other stakeholders. Number 5, motivation. Understand what drives you and others and use that knowledge to motivate yourself and your team. And number 6 is continuous learning. Emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed and improved over time. So as a CEO, you can seek out opportunities to learn and grow, such as attending some workshops, reading some books, or if you like Audible, then listening to books on this particular subject, and working with a coach or a therapist. That would go a long way. Now, next, let's look at an example scenario for you to understand emotional intelligence. So imagine this. The CEO of a company is having a meeting with his team to discuss the company's recent financial results. And these results are not as good as expected. Now, the team is also feeling discouraged and demotivated, and the mood in the room is really tense. The CEO would start the meeting by first acknowledging the disappointing results and expressing empathy toward the team's feelings. He would then tell them that he understands how they feel and that he's disappointed as well. He then asked the team to share their thoughts and concerns and actively listens to them. He then asked the team to come up with solutions to address the issues and offer to help in any way he can. He also encourages the team to think about the bigger picture and reminds them of the company's past successes and how they can work together to get back on track. During the meeting, the CEO remains calm and composed, even when the team members become emotional or defensive. He uses his emotional intelligence to diffuse tension and maintain a positive and productive atmosphere. As a result of the meeting, the team would then come up with a plan of action, and the CEO assigns tasks and resources to help implement the plan. The team leaves the meeting feeling motivated and ready to move forward. The CEO's ability to understand and manage his own emotions and the emotions of his team helped create a positive and productive meeting and ultimately a path forward for the company. Okay, next, let's go to some books that can help you. Here are the 4 books that I can recommend and consider to be the top resources for developing your emotional intelligence. Number 1 book that I already talked about, Emotional Intelligence by Dan Goleman. This book is considered a classic in the field of emotional intelligence and covers the concept in depth, including the 5 components of emotional intelligence. The next one is the EQ Edge, Emotional Intelligence and Your Success. This book is by StevenJStein and Howard Book. This book provides practical advice and real-world examples of how emotional intelligence can be used to improve relationships, communication, and leadership. Crucial Conversations, Tool for Talking When Stakes Are High by Carrie Patterson, Joseph Rennie, Ron McMillan. This book focuses on the specific skill of managing difficult conversations and offers strategies for staying composed, effectively communicating, and handling high-stakes conversations. This was also recommended to me by my coach. It is really a life-changing book. Next one is Leadership and Self-Deception, Getting Out of the Box. This one is by Arbinger Institute. This book uses a fictional story to illustrate the role of self-deception in leadership and how it can be overcome through increased self-awareness and empathy. Please note that these books might be helpful to some people, but it's not a general rule that it works for everyone. I would recommend that you read summaries or reviews before getting into the book to make sure that it aligns with your specific needs and interests. There are many leaders and CEOs who are known for having high emotional intelligence. Here are my favorite examples. Number 1, Richard Branson. He's the founder of Virgin Group, of course, and has done some really amazing things in his life. And he's known for his ability to connect with people and his empathetic leadership style. He's also known for his ability to handle difficult situations with grace and composure. The next leader that is known for high EQ is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is known for her ability to connect with people through her shows and her ability to empathize with their struggles. She's also known for her ability to build strong relationships and her motivational leadership style. The next one is Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft that everybody knows about. Now, he is known for his ability to stay calm under pressure and his ability to think strategically. He is also known for his ability to inspire and motivate his team. The next one, and my favorite one, is Steve Jobs. The late co-founder of Apple was known for his ability to think creatively and his ability to inspire and motivate his team. He was also known for his ability to handle difficult situations and his ability to think strategically. Although we know a few times he would get really mad in the meetings and he would really push his team. So take it with a grain of salt. Next one is Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook. He's known for his ability to think long-term and his ability to stay calm under pressure. He's also known for his ability to inspire and motivate his team and his ability to build those strong relationships. I found him really intelligent in those sessions that he had with the US government.
Actually, I'm not aware of a subpoena. I believe that there may be, but I know we're working with them.
Now remember, emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed and improved. It is not a static trait and it's not limited to a specific group of people. Finally, I want us to learn from another example where a CEO would handle a situation with low EQ. So imagine this, a CEO with low EQ may handle a difficult situation in a way that is less effective and potentially damaging to their company and the team. Let's say the CEO of a company receives some negative feedback from a customer about their product. Now, instead of listening to the customer's concerns and empathizing with their frustration, the CEO with low EQ may react defensively and blame the customer for not understanding the product properly. The CEO may also become angry and lash out at their team, blaming them for the problem without considering what is the root cause of the issue. They may also be unwilling to take responsibility for the problem and instead look for someone to blame. This kind of reaction can create a negative atmosphere among the team and make them less motivated to find a solution to the problem. Furthermore, the CEO's attitude can lead to customer feeling unsupported and unvalued, and may even lead them to take their business elsewhere. It is important to note that having a low EQ doesn't mean that someone is a bad leader. It's just a skill that might need some more development. As I said earlier, it's something that can be worked on and improved with the right mindset and resources. So, invest in your emotional intelligence as a CEO and watch your company thrive. If you found this video helpful, then go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to bring more such content for you. Our goal with this channel is to democratize learning and share all the valuable skills with our community so we can all benefit together and build a world that we can be proud to be living in. Until next time, goodbye.